Hello, everybody. The topic of my presentation is banned books world round, selected banned or censored books by or about women across regions. Let me start with a short introduction, first about book bans through time. Books have always been targeted by authoritarian regimes, since they encapsulate and ignite thought, they present worldviews, personal experiences related to gender and sexuality, or historical research which can be subversive, contrarian, or even just unpleasant to those in power. Books by anyone who is not a straight white male run a higher risk of being banned and having the author's experience erased from public awareness. Despite the narrative of inescapable progress, book bans are still happening and are getting worse now with the help of AI tools which scan books for unwanted words. Times of war and conflict exacerbate bans as dissenting views are considered even more threatening, and at this point in time, our world is on fire. As for book bans through space, even though the global south and east are usually portrayed as home to some of the most brutal dictatorships in the world, they are not the only ones affected by book bans. In the United States, the land of the free, books are under profound attack. PEN America's latest report, Banned in the USA, the Normalization of Book Banning, found that 6,870 book bans were enacted during the 2024-2025 school year across 23 states and 87 public school districts. It's books by authors of color, by LGBTQ+ authors, and by women. Books about racism, sexuality, gender, and history. Era Wells, president of PEN Canada, says that given that community standards are open to debate, we must brace ourselves for the coming legal and cultural contest over expressive freedom. The fight against censorship is never over. Ours, it seems, is just getting started. According to the American Library Association, out of the top 10 most challenged books of 2024, 6 are by women or LGBTQ+ writers. Now let's talk about some of the books that have been banned and are being banned every day. Let's start with Genderqueer, a memoir by Maya Kobabe, an intensely cathartic autobiography which charts a journey of self-identity, which includes the mortification and confusion of adolescent crushes, grappling with how to come out to family and society, bonding with friends over erotic gay fanfiction, and facing the trauma of pap smears. It started as a way to explain to her family what it means to be non-binary and asexual, but this book is more than a personal story. It's a useful and touching guide on gender identity. All Boys Are in Blue, a memoir manifesto by George M. Johnson, is being banned across the world, a primer for teens eager to be allies, as well as a reassuring testimony for young queer men of color. It covers topics such as gender identity, toxic masculinity, brotherhood, family, structural marginalization, consent, and Black joy. Out of Darkness by Ashley Hope Perez takes the facts of the 1937 New London school explosion, the worst school disaster in American history, as a backdrop for a riveting novel about segregation, love, family, and the forces that destroy people. This book is Gay by Juno Dawson, where you'll find the answers to all the questions you ever wanted to ask. It's a candid, funny, and uncensored exploration of sexuality and what it's like to grow up LGBT, also including real stories from people across the gender and sexual spectrums. Beyond Magenta, Transgender Teens Speak by Susan Cooklin shows us 6 transgender or gender-neutral young adults, and Susan Cooklin uses her considerable skills to represent them thoughtfully and respectfully before, during, and after their personal acknowledgement of gender preference. Books that have been candidates or winners of Booker Prizes have also been banned. For example, Normal People by Sally Rooney. Sally Rooney brings her brilliant psychological acuity and perfectly spare prose to a story that explores the subtleties of class, the electricity of first love, and the complex entanglements of family and friendship. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood has been banned, an instant classic and eerily prescient cultural phenomenon from the patron saint of feminist dystopian fiction. Homegoing by Yagyasi. From the plantations of the South to the Civil War and the Great Migration, from the coal mines of Pratt City, Alabama, to the jazz clubs and dope houses of 20th century Harlem, right up through the present day, Homegoing makes history visceral and captures with singular and stunning immediacy how the memory of captivity came to be inscribed in the soul of a nation. The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, which takes on the big themes, love, madness, hope, infinite joy, by a writer who dares to break the rules. I Am Malala, a remarkable tale of a family uprooted by global terrorism, of the fight for girls' education, of a father who, himself a school owner, championed and encouraged his daughter to write and attend school, and of brave parents who have a fierce love for their daughter in a society that prizes sons. Persepolis, the story of a childhood by Marjana Satrapi, an unforgettable portrait of daily life in Iran and of the bewildering contradictions between home life and public life. Wild Swans, Three Daughters of China by Yong Chang, the story of three generations in 20th century China that blends the intimacy of memoir and the panoramic sweep of eyewitness history. Again in China, Life and Death in Shanghai by Ning Cheng, a powerful story of Cheng's imprisonment, of the deprivation she endured, of her heroic resistance, and of her quest for justice when she was released. It's not only contemporary books that are being banned. Some classics by or about women are constantly being banned or challenged, showing how outrageous book bans can be. Examples are The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, To Kill a Mockingbird, Their Eyes Were Watching God, Mrs. Dalloway and Orlando, both by Virginia Woolf, Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh, The Awakening by Kate Chopin, The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton, The Color Purple by Alice Walker, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Let's all be vigilant. Let's all fight book bans. Thank you.